If you don't know about the laundry vlogs, we got a lot of sun here, I apologize about that. It's where I put my laundry out to dry and I update you with what's going on in my life, but it's a brand new, the clothes horse, the drying rack, the laundry thingamajig has been busted up for quite a long time. But thank you to some recent support from our lovely supporters towards the channel, and also a very fortuitous 3-day sale on the drying racks, on the clothes horse. We have a new one here today. So let's get this bad boy. Oh, there we go, perfect. Oh my god, we are laughing. We are having fun. Perfect. I'm not quite sure what these little rubbery dudes are for. I think they're for the feet. I think these are to go on the kind of feet area there. So we'll apply these as well while we're at it. And then we'll get into putting the laundry on here. Dude, this is great. This is great. The last one was so busted up, man. It was so busted up. And it would collapse. And it got to the point where I'd have to tape it all together, so I couldn't even really put it away, and I was just kind of like stuffing it on the balcony. It was not great. So there's one little footy on there. I think that's what I'm meant to do with that. It appears to have found a little slot. Okay, that's great. That's great. Let's put the next one on there. Oh my lord. This is great. This is wonderful. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what it's all about. Come on, boy. Haha. Is that gonna find a little kind of spot for it? Aha! Find this little spot over there. Okay, great. We're gonna rock over here. We're gonna cut the two final ones over here, and then we can start hanging the laundry on here in this brand new era. These are kind of a little bit tight to kind of get on, but I gotta share these moments with you guys, you know? It's imperative, right? That the laundry vlogs are such a big deal here, that when we have such a monumentous laundry vlog development like this, we gotta get together and celebrate. Okay, awesome. Cool. Rubber feet attached. I found that a little bit trickier than I thought. Oh man, this is great. It's got a big bar here. Oh, this one's not gonna collapse like the old one did. New era, baby. New era. The sun is shining on me. I look like that LeBron meme with all the sun kind of beaming outwards. This is excellent. Let's check we are recording. Oh no, I'm streaming. I didn't mean to be streaming here. I'm doing a laundry vlog stream. This was not the intention. This was... This was not the intention. This was not the intention. I went to hit the start recording button. I guess I hit the start streaming button. Oh my lord. And my hair is falling off my head. What am I doing here? Okay, I'm just gonna treat this. Okay, I guess this is the laundry vlog live special. This was not what I intended to do today. Oh my lord. Holy moly. Laundry vlog live special. I guess so. Alright. I'm not going to check the chat here, okay? Because that's not how we do laundry vlogs. Alright? That's not how we do laundry vlogs. But yeah, I guess this has just turned into the laundry vlog live special. This was not my intention. Whatever. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. And then kind of check what everybody's been talking about and so forth and so on afterwards. Oh my lord. Rexu fool. Okay, so what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about how I'm so grateful to have this in my life, to have this new clothes rack here. This is the game changer. This is an absolute game changer. We're in a brand new era of laundry vlogs. I also want to talk about what's going on in my life, as I usually like to do here, and tell you people what old Rex the dog has been up to. So things are trundling along. I've talked recently about kind of the past couple weeks of my life being quite challenging with a few things going on. And I did really hit a bit of a low. I hit a bit of a low that I haven't really hit for any real time in like recent memory. And it's been really challenging, and I'm still kind of working through those issues. There are kind of solutions on the horizon. I am getting help and all those sorts of things, but it has been kind of tricky, and it's made me reevaluate kind of a few things of like what's important and what sort of things what sort of things I take like as importance and kind of like my values and what sort of things I'm setting out to do. And I guess kind of the thing that's been on my mind is recently I've had like a few comments and a few chat messages and whatever of people being really supportive of like, you know, this channel and what I'm doing over here, which I'm really grateful for, right? Which I'm really, really grateful for. But something that I kind of want to like comment on that, and I have a couple of times already, okay? But I just kind of really want to make that sort of clear, you know, for myself, and then kind of use that as like a signpost and information and whatever of how I sort of want to progress forward. I've had a lot of comments recently of people saying like, oh, like, I'm here to kind of like, you know, good luck and like here's support in your dream of being a YouTuber, being a streamer, being a content creatory person. And all these like really, you know, really nice sentiments from people. Really, really nice sentiments from people. And something that's, you know, maybe not apparent is like, this is not my dream. Okay? And that's probably what I was going to call this video. But I think at this point, I'm just going to call it like the accidental live laundry vlog special, because I guess that's what it's become here. But yeah, it's like, it's not actually my dream to be like a YouTuber. It's not my dream to be like a streamer. Like, this is something I just enjoy doing for a multitude of reasons. I mean, one of the main reasons is like the community aspect. It's just like a fun sort of like social thing for me to do and talk to various people and all that sort of thing. And I love that, and I don't take that for granted or, you know, anything. I think those sorts of things, those opportunities to like talk to different people from different cultures or, you know, whatever, and kind of like chat with them and just have fun with them and relate to them and hear about their lives and share my life with them and stuff like that. I really enjoy that. I also really enjoy this as just being a way of, because although I'm sort of like an introverted yapper and I talk a lot, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't actually have like a ton of people in my sort of day-to-day life which I'm talking to all the time. So it helps me kind of satisfy that need to yap, which I also think is really, really useful for me from like a self-reflection sort of standpoint. You know, I've talked about, you know, journaling and stuff like that recently, which has really, really helped me out and been, you know, really useful for processing my thoughts. And this acts like that as well. Like, when I'm doing these laundry vlogs, it's like a time for me where like I'm not staring at my phone. I've got no input because I'm not like, you know, it's not like a movie on, or I'm not listening to music, or I'm not like, you know, I don't have a game post or something like that. All I'm doing here is, you know, keeping my hands busy by, you know, hanging laundry out. Keeping my hands busy by hanging laundry out, and also processing thoughts, because I'm just talking here without any like, you know, without any input or conversation to bounce off of, which of course is really important. It's really useful, you know, at times to be talking to people and sharing ideas and coming to conclusions and stuff like that. But there is something really positive as well about just kind of having the space on your own to talk which is the reason, this has accidentally become the Laundry Vlog live special. I'm not going to look at the chat because I want this time right now for me to sort of talk about how I feel and kind of process things. So, this aspect of the YouTube channel, whatever, is something that's really, really useful for me, and I enjoy, and I'm glad it's a part of my life now, because I've come to, there's so many instances where I've done a laundry vlog and I've kind of talked about a problem, or I've talked about something I'm dealing with, and honestly within like 10 minutes after the vlog, after I've hit stop recording and I've uploaded the video, which I'm not going to have to do today because I accidentally went live, I come to some sort of conclusion or whatever. So this has been a really, really useful process to me, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it, and I really enjoy the whole YouTube thing, and the video thing, and the furry thing, and the whatever, and the community thing, and all that sort of stuff. But like, this isn't my dream, and I guess like kind of people recently saying like, oh yeah, like good luck with your dream and whatever of like becoming a YouTuber, and all this crazy stuff happening in my life at the moment, which I'm trying to resolve, is kind of getting me to, and I'm not there yet, right? But to sort of reassess what my dreams in life actually are. Because I would say that my dream has always been, like freedom. My dream has always just been like a complete sense of freedom. And for me, the idea of freedom comes from a combination of two things. It comes from like a certain level of self-confidence and emotional security, that's not pulling you down. It comes from a sense of well-being with your physical body, so you don't have any of those sort of limitations bringing you down. It comes from a level of financial stability and security. I'm not going to have loads and loads of money, but I'm talking about, there's enough there that you're not like super worried about those things, right? And it comes from freedom of time. So when you do have kind of an idea that like, oh, I want to go do this thing, you can kind of fit it into your life. So I'd always say that that's kind of my dream, okay? And you can kind of break that down into sort of like, how is that achievable, right? How is that achievable? So the emotional and sort of self-confidence and whatever, I definitely say that, as I said, like the journaling. My journal is right over here. The journaling, it's very pretty, I think. It's like very, very pretty journal. I'd say the journaling is really helping with that. I'd say that the YouTube channel and the vlogs and the community and the conversation is really helping that sort of thing with my self-confidence and my emotional support, well-being and whatever. So I feel kind of on track with maintaining that. The health, I'm maintaining that. I mean, you guys know that I'll like run marathons, I'll do competitions, I'll do strength training, I'll do kickboxing, I'll do a bunch of skateboarding, whatever. So that's kind of managed. Like my physical form is not holding me back. I'm maintaining that. The financial security is, I don't have a ton of money, but it's at a level where it's not like a concern at the moment, like I'm kind of, I know I'm going to make ends meet every month. It might have taken a little bit of a hit recently, but like I knew I can kind of like, more or less like make ends meet every month. So, and kind of usually have a little bit free to kind of like go do something sort of nice for myself. So that's not a huge concern. And then the last one is, as I was saying, like time. And I do feel that I have, as a structure of like how I've structured my days and my work and whatever, I do have quite a bit of free time to do things. So I think I've kind of like, that dream of freedom, I think at this point I've kind of like, it's being maintained. I feel free. Obviously I do have some problems at the moment I'm dealing with or whatever, and there are hiccups, there are things that go up and down. But I do believe that I have kind of like achieved this freedom to some extent, but what to do with the freedom? I think I had clarity of that before, but it's got a little bit lost now. And I think that this is going to kind of, I'm going to sort of like re-find myself and retake that joy from that by as I've been saying for quite a while time now, is setting up my projects and setting up my goals of what I want to do, and just running with them. And if I want to stop them and change them because that's what happens, then that's fine. But I think I need to set up and change these things, and I think a lot of these things do actually have to be like, I do have a bit more of a desire. Somebody who used to travel like constantly, probably way too much because I kind of usually take things to the extreme. I've kind of stopped that recently, and I do go on these little trips now and then or whatever, but I guess that kind of like sense of like, let's get out there has sort of dwindled a little bit. And I think I need to like reattach myself to that. Whether I attach myself, like I combine that and make it some sort of challenge of like, oh, hey, I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna walk, you know, half the length of Spain, or I'm gonna do whatever. I think I need to kind of like attach some of those challenges again to kind of like rebuild that wonder back, because I think I've allowed that to sort of diminish, and I think there's a part of myself that exists in kind of like these challenges and like utilizing like freedom for great things, like which are great to me personally, you know. I think that's kind of like dwindled a little bit. So that's kind of what's dwelling through my mind at the moment, and even though I haven't like kind of determined what those things are yet, and it might be a while before I determine what those things are, kind of just at least having the focus and the kind of the waypoint and the compass of just like, oh hey, let's try and figure this out and do something just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of wonder, is kind of comforting, exciting to me on some level. So there we go. That's what I want to kind of ramble about today. I can't believe I accidentally went live with this. This is goofy, but it's kind of, I don't know, I think it's at the end of it, I think it's kind of a little bit of a cute thing because we do actually have the new clothes all start today and all that sort of thing. So yeah, this was not the laundry vlog I kind of planned on doing today, but hey ho, you know, that kind of things happen. Let me actually just see if I bring up the chat for a moment. Dude, there's people in the chat. That is absolutely hilarious. There's actually people in the chat. Dude, peace out. Thank you for stopping by this like impromptu laundry vlog. What a mistake. Dude, don't expect more laundry vlogs live in the future. That is not the that's not the idea, you know. But I will be back very shortly today. I think I'm gonna play some Mario. I think I'm gonna play some Mario 64 as a little chill out thing today, and then do some drawings and some other stuff. So I'm gonna be back on kind of very shortly and do like a real life thing. But yeah, I can't believe I did that by accident. So there we go. There's the laundry vlogs in real time. But lots of love from me. I'll be back with a real live stream soon. I can't. That was really silly of me.